is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. This is On the Dot, and it is the 19th of June 2024. My name is Dorothy Tong, and I am your host. And with me is my co-host, but she's not here at the studio. She's in her nest. Hi, Mia.
Hi everyone! Welcome to On the Dot. My name is Mia Martin.
Mia, ba't nandyan ka?
Hindi ba da?
Bakit?
I don't know. My body is telling me to rest as you see. So I'm resting.
Okay.
Don't infect anybody.
Like you've been running around, Mia. Grabe ang mga activities mo for the past weeks, no?
I know, right?
Yeah. IKNR. IKR. Okay, so heal well, my friend, and heal fast because you have another show coming up after On the Dot. So, yeah, let's go ahead. By the way, your audio is kind of breaking up.
I know this computer. I need to throw this out. This is so old.
Oh, sige, I'll catch it. Oh, sige. Throw and I'll catch. Sige. All right, so this happens to be the birthday of our national hero today. Si Dr. Jose Rizal is June 19th. He was born years and years ago.
Happy birthday. Our national.
Ilang years old na ba siya?
Tanong natin yung mga Rizaleños.
I will ask Google. Sige, go ahead, Mia. Would you like to introduce our guest?
Yes, our guest is Kate Estember, graduated from UP Visayas with a degree of Masters of Education in Guidance and Counseling, and from Chule in Stuttgart, Germany, with a degree of Masters of Arts in Waldorf Class and Subject Teaching. She is a fellow in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, wow, UID Ideas, Asia Pacific, and the founder and principal of Tuburan Institute, a pioneering Waldorf Steiner school in Mindanao, Philippines. Miss Kate Estember, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Mia, tanungin mo na siya sa mga kung ano-ano.
Thank you for having me here, Mia and Dot.
Mga hard to understand, Mia. Tanungin mo na siya.
Pronunciation lang ako kasi syempre pag German, di ba? Iba, what's Tuburan though? It's not German. Yeah?
No, it's a shared word for Bisaya and Hiligaynon. Means wellspring or source. Tuburan. Yes.
Wellspring or source. Teka ha, ang colors natin red, white, and blue.
I know,
yeah.
Tapos lagyan natin ng yellow para Pilipinas. Yellow ang akin.
Hindi tayo nagplan yan.
Ito na lang, yellow din, calamansi juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow din ang aking eyeglasses. Perfect tayo. So, Kate, thank you for being here. And I understand you just came from Boston. Where am I pronouncing it correctly? I don't know. Tama ba, Mia? Boston?
Thank you sa mga anak ko pronunciation.
Tama ba, Mia? Ano daw? Boston ba?
Ano ba? Di ba Boston?
Boston? Okay.
Boston.
So So you came from Boston, from from a something something. What is the something something that you did there, Kate?
I might sound very serious,
Ah, sige, mag-serious ka. We will contradict you all the way. Go ahead, Kate. So
Yeah,
you were
so-
there.
Yeah, so I was in Boston for a week. No? I'm a fellow of this course that we call the UID-MIT Ideas Asia Pacific, and one of our sessions is in Boston. And so in the 10 months program, so there are 4 sessions, and yeah, we go to one place and the next, and experiencing the places where we can have the experience of what it means to look into the bigger picture about the concerns of the world, or the spheres that we are into, like education, agriculture, and the different areas.
Ano
Yeah.
muna yung UID, MIT, IDEAS?
Okay.
Daming words, alphabet.
So these are all acronyms, of
Okay.
course. UID is United in Diversity. This is actually a non-profit an organization based in Jakarta, and this is one together with MIT. So
MIT is?
MIT is Massachusetts
Institute
of Technology, that's based in Boston. And so these two institutions are the sponsor institution of the program Ideas Asia Pacific. And Asia Pacific means ideas.
Ideas mean?
Innovative, dynamic education, and action for sustainability. So that's an acronym.
Oh, lalim.
So it's education concerns.
Well, not
Or-
only education, it's multi-sectoral multi-sectoral group that are there. So there are people from the government, civil society, education, young people, all ages. So it's not just focused on education, but I think the main theme really is towards sustainability. All the sectors working towards sustainability. Yeah.
Oh, sige. So, discuss tayo ng sustainability sa education for starters, no? And we will relate it with the values and the sustainability that you mentioned earlier off camera of what Dr. Jose Rizal did in the Pitan. So, let's go to the education sector first. Kasi yung title natin is Edu-KATE with Kate Estember.
Yeah.
Edu-KATE. So you went there representing the education sector?
Well, not really representing, but these are individuals who are having initiatives. There are also a lot from businesses,
Okay.
different businesses,
Uh-huh.
and in a way, it's really about developing further our leadership skills in our
Okay.
own sector,
Okay.
and how can we contribute to the bigger picture of what it means
Okay.
to help our society be more sustainable in different areas of life.
Sige. So can we show pictures from Tuburan Institute?
Oh yeah, sure.
The school that she founded and is now leading. Ayan, saan to? Tell us a little bit about Tuburan, Kate.
So, Tuburan is based in Davao. It's the southern part of the Philippines. It's one of the towns there. And so it's currently, we just started with 12 children, and it's currently around 90 plus students from kindergarten all the way to class 10. And this coming school year, we will open our class 11. And so this is basic. Well, they came from different economic status, different background, and very diverse background of families. Also, not only with their economic status, but even their educational background, and what else? Yeah, it's that diverse. So, what else?
Connection muna. How did you find how did you build Tuburan? How did you come
Okay.
about the Waldorf? I-connect mo sa akin.
Okay.
Interesting ito, Mia.
Oo. Siguro
Connect the dots.
Yeah. So back then in 2006, so I was based in Iloilo for 10 years, no? In 2006, more or less, that was the time that I met Dot. And my first exposure to Waldorf education is through when I saw the wet-on-wet painting of Dot's son, who back then was studying in one of the Waldorf schools in the Philippines, and I was really curious and amazed that how did it happen? The kind of painting that I know is this very formed, there's a very clear boundary. And what I saw with her son's work is this blending colors, and I was so curious. And yeah, I don't know, but it just like it got my attention. And then I asked her if I could visit the Waldorf school that she is talking about. And so I went there. Well, it was not love at first sight, but it was, going back, there's that entry to Waldorf education. When I met it again, it was not stranger at all. So I somehow connected with it again. But my attraction to Waldorf it's not so much yet, or my entry to education is not so much yet because of Waldorf. My passion is really social transformation, and this is where I somehow resonate with the values of Rizal, because we're also talking about Rizal, no? And we were talking kanina before going online. So what are the values of Rizal that we're resonating with? So yeah, social transformation really was my passion, and human development. And but I've been seeking for, or I have this question, so how can I do that? So when I met Waldorf education, it was not love at first sight, but it was familiar that when I met it again after a few years, when I met the parents, teachers, board members of Waldorf schools in the Philippines, it was familiar to me, and then I was able to connect what they're talking about. They were gushing about how beautiful this education is and what it is doing to their children, and it's also changing their family, in their lifestyle. And so that's where I saw a glimpse of the possibility that maybe social transformation is possible, and the entry point is education. And it's not just education, but it has to be a specific education that will really develop the whole person. So that was the beginning of the journey. And so history, then after that, it just happened.
It happened. May happen.
May I ask you,
Yes.
what is Waldorf education?
Okay, you mean, what is Waldorf education? The answer to that is very broad. But
Yeah.
but maybe
Maybe just some points that are different, that make it different
Yeah.
from.
I'm not familiar with Waldorf. Alam ko lang Waldorf Astoria.
Waldorf salad, Waldorf cigarette, Astoria Cigarette Company. But well, yes,
Ang
the
mga difference
Waldorf
lang.
name actually came from the Waldorf Astoria Cigarette Company in Stuttgart. So the first Waldorf school was funded by Waldorf Cigarette Company in Stuttgart.
Oh, is that true?
Yes, and the intention really was, it's to because that was after war. So Waldorf education is 104 years old already. It's not new, and the intention was, the owner of this company, Waldorf Cigarette Company, wanted to do something for the children of his workers. And so from there, he asked Rudolf Steiner if he could help build this school. So the intention is really social transformation, I would say. I mean, he didn't say that word, but if you're going to look into the essence of what Waldorf education, why it is existing, it's really towards that direction, to develop the human being, the whole human being, not just the head, not just the heart, or not just the will. So I think that speaks of one of its characteristics, that Waldorf is always known for its education, healing education, in its education of the head, heart, and hands.
Head, heart, and...
Yes.
So, ano nga ang the very, let's say, to follow up on what Mia is asking, halimbawa, class, let's say a 7-year-old kid, first grade, no? Grade 1. Ano ang... You're exposed to traditional education. So
Yes.
what's the difference between Waldorf and the traditional Filipino educational
Okay.
system? Just, like, let's say, do they wear uniforms?
Oh, yeah.
A Waldorf?
Okay.
No,
So
yes.
Yeah. So
They do?
Okay. So let's use the grade 1.
Okay.
No, the grade 1 scenario.
Okay.
And in comparison with the usual Philippine educational system. So, well, basically in terms of age.
Okay, the
So
age.
Waldorf is really particular with age appropriateness. Like, what does it mean that a certain age,
7
of
years
the
old?
child, at the certain age, there are also specific things, very very specific when it comes to their own development at a certain age. So in Waldorf, our grade 1 is 7 years old, but in the usual Philippine public school, you can go to grade 1 at 6.
Okay.
So there are bases why.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's connected with age appropriateness.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
tapos, ano ang mga subjects, for example, that
Okay.
you have in Waldorf that they don't have in traditional schools?
I would say, looking at the K to 12 of Department of Education, there are attempts actually to make it trying to address the multiple intelligence.
Okay.
No, I would say that's something that I also appreciate about DepEd curriculum. Maybe where the age appropriateness is a different story. At the same time, it's the how. It's really the how that I think what Waldorf makes it different, no? In comparison to Philippine educational curriculum. And then but there are also subjects, I would say, that's very Waldorf. I would say form drawing, for example.
Form drawing.
Yeah. So where the children starts with the straight and the curve, that basically, if you look at the whole world, it's composed of straight and curve. And even algorithms, if you look at algorithm, it's about straight and circle, right?
Okay.
So this
Parang binary.
so in a way, you could say it's kind of foundation to architecture.
Okay.
Yeah, design.
Yes.
Well, of course, perception. What's this? Projective geometry and all these stuff.
Nako, Mia, it's so
So-
lalim, so deep. Mia, ano ba? Nosebleed? Nag-nosebleed ka ba?
Kaya iniisip ko is iba't Montessori system is different.
Aha.
So what makes Waldorf different?
Oo, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're trying to put a 100-year-old education into 2 minutes sa frame ni Kate.
So it's not only form drawing, ha. There's
Oh,
still
form
other
drawing.
things that are given in Waldorf that I think is not in the usual.
May ano sila, may
So,
rhythm.
And I think very, very significant. One of the characteristic also is we teaching all these subjects through art, music, and movement.
Yeah.
That's really one of the
Art,
core
music,
qualities
and
of
movement.
Waldorf.
Very
no?
good. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Very precise.
Yeah, you might want to have do you have follow-up questions?
yeah. You know, the uh, I guess what I'm looking for is, why would I send my child to a Waldorf school if I don't see any outright difference? Like, for example, the very first thing you saw in dance in the house that struck you was the painting.
Yes.
So something like that. I have never been struck by anybody's painting, any child's painting. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That
yes.
there's the rhythm. Ang tawag doon, eurythmy.
Oh, that's also
Eurythmy.
another
Yes.
another.
Sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to me, I sent my daughter sa Montessori preschool because of how they taught them math. Diba?
Okay.
Traditional way. So, diba? So, what's I guess, the standout point of Waldorf?
Oh, yeah. For example, ganun,
Okay.
sa teaching math, for example, like
Uh-huh.
maybe you could demonstrate one,
wow.
just one. You don't have to answer in a very comprehensive way, Kate. Because you could like just give a tiny example of how do you teach, let's say 1 to 10, or you know,
Okay,
a
okay.
mathematical concept.
Yeah. So let's bring
Lagyan mo
the
ng rhythm.
movement, music, and art, and teaching math. Let's say numbers in grade 1. So usually we would start with a story. No, the story that has this. For example, 1, the quality of 1. What does it mean? Where in the world you can find 1? So sun, for example. So maybe I'll tell a story of the sun, no, and then from that story, then you'll have also. So then you'll find all the ones, for example.
One moon,
One
earth,
moon, one body,
earth, one body.
you know,
Okay.
and all these things.
Okay.
So from there, they can also move it. So how does 1 look like, right?
How does 1 look like, Kate?
Yes.
Move it. Sige na, go. How does it look like? Do you clap? Do you dance? Do you jump?
So that's also different forms, right? You can move it, or they can lie down, so they can draw it, yeah. And of course, they will draw. For example, you get let's sun, and then they'll draw that. Then they'll remember the story and associate it with 1, right? And then they will move it.
Okay.
And then again, so there you find all the ones.
All
So
right.
there's 1 teacher, for example, or 1 classroom, or 1 dad, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yan.
So
Pag 2
that's
naman,
also. So
then you
2,
evolve
it's
to 2.
it's something similar. So in a way, you are bringing the children to see the world from or bringing the world of numbers, but not separate in life.
Okay.
It's not dissected. It's like you just have the 1, okay, you write it, but it has no connection to life at all.
So pag
in
two-
Waldorf,
2 eyes,
yes, 2
ganon.
eyes, and then maybe the night and day.
All right.
So
okay.
you're bringing realities of life into their own consciousness, and so they learn numbers through this,
Okay.
not with these abstract ideas.
Oo.
So
Dapat pala nag-Waldorf ako, baka gumaling ako sa math.
Oo, Mia, no. Ako din, no. Yeah, walang
we
Waldorf
can
in
also
our time.
we can also like have words or play about numbers. So you can integrate their art, movement, music, and sing about it. So 1 for the golden sun, 2 for the night and day,
Anong
3. So 3 for me, for here I stand.
Oh.
With something like that, or 4
okay.
for seasons. So the play of
alright.
words, rhythm, art. It's really really using all these possibilities in helping the child comprehend the qualities, and not just the qualities, even the form and where you can find these things.
Ayan.
So that's an example.
Sold ka na, Mia.
I think kasi when my mom was teaching me, my mom's an architect, and I was asking her to tutor me in geometry. Tapos sabi ko, Ma, what is sine, cosine? Diba?
Aha.
Geometry. Tapos sabi niya, just memorize it. Sabi ko, no, I
Yes,
want
yes.
to understand what is sine and
Yes.
cosine.
That's the common
Tangent,
approach.
cotangent.
That's the common
Oo.
approach. You just put it there, memorize everything, memorize the formula. Right? So that's not how we do it.
Okay.
You really observe the phenomena, and then from the phenomena you draw out the principles that's present there. And so it's really more of the process, I guess, or I think in Waldorf the important is the process, and the child will be able to learn it on their own, because we're just providing the environment for learning. Nobody can educate anyone. It's an individual process. You just put them in an environment, and the kind of atmosphere and attitude towards learning.
Yeah.
And so from there, they develop their own learning processes, and that's really putting the seed of lifelong learning to children. So in a way, a little backward to your question, what makes it different, or what's the standout, or if I'm going to enroll my child in a Waldorf school, I'm sometimes telling our parents when they attend orientation, I tell them, I'm not here to convince you to enroll in a Waldorf school or in our school, but I'm going to share how do we see the child. Then at least whether you do Waldorf or not, you can have this perspective and bring it with you, because it's beyond the four walls of the classroom or even in a school or institution. It's really like serving all the children, how they should be treated and how they should be educated.
How do you see the child, Kate?
Well, in a Waldorf way, but of course, I think my perception of my image of the child is very much influenced already by my education, by my Waldorf education. And
The
again,
child is?
it carries really this whole idea that the child is not just the head, it's not just the heart, it's not just the limbs, but we have all this. And that means, what does it mean to education if we have all these in our being? And most of our educational system is just here, right? And there are also
Utak lang.
educational approach that are just here, or
Heart.
they're just doing. So we want children who will be able to develop the whole capacities in them.
Yeah.
For what? It's again, we go back to, this is where I was so enrolled that it's possible. The social transformation is possible. When you develop this whole human being, then they know more about themselves, and so they can serve better the
Yeah.
society.
Okay.
So-
Let's take a break from there, Kate. Kasi
Okay.
ang lalim.
Sounds
Ang
serious.
lalim, no? Very serious tayo. Which is okay kasi, it's also Rizal Day. So maybe Rizal was a serious guy. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he was very charming. But let's take a break and we will be
Alright.
back.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Yay, back to the studio, back to the show. Mia, tell us about what's coming up for you, Paan.
Yes, this program is brought to you by Yupaan and PHLV Radio. And we have a songwriting competition on November 16. at the Celebrity Center of Las Vegas. It's also brought to you by Las Vegas OPM, by the way. And if you have any entries, original, unpublished compositions, compositions, please send it to me before October 15 through miamcasino at gmail.com, or you can send it to PHLV also.
Okay.
It's called Himig, Husay Ipagmalaki, Musika Ipagdiwang Gawang Pinoy. It's our second.
Tsaka, congratulations, Mia, for receiving that award from NAFA. NAFA stands for North America or what?
National Association.
National. Sige nga, sabihin mo NAFA.
NAFA.
NAFA. National
Yeah.
Federation of Filipino Americans Association. And you received an award. Ano yon?
Presidential Award.
Presidential
Along with
Award.
all the presidents of the different organizations here in Las Vegas. So congratulations to all awardees.
Yes, congratulations to all awardees, and congratulations to NAFA as well for holding the 126th Philippine Independence Day Gala last Saturday, which I did not attend.
And
But
we
it's
had a
okay.
Rigodon dance.
Oo, nagrigodon kayo. Yan. Congratulations. Tapos, ano pa, Himig, husay ipagmalaki musika, ipagdiwang gawang Pinoy. Our original Filipino music composition. Songwriting competition. Tapos ano pa, we want to say hello to the Bombo Radio Philippines for visiting Las Vegas, and congratulations. Thank you, Kuya Yo, PHLV Radio, and the FAMAN.
Congratulations to PHLV Radio.
Ayan, we can show some footages. What did you say, Mia?
PHLV Radio, I saw Kuya Yo's post also was awarded.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Kuya. Daming mga congratulations. Congratulamente. Sige, keep them coming. Yes.
Awarded 2024 Best Fil-Am Media of the Year.
Galing. Applause. Balabagang sound effects. Good job. Yeah, hey, congratulations, everyone. And so now we're back at the studio, and while we are patting ourselves for a job well done, we will also pat the back of our guest, si Kate Estember. Kate September. And we're talking about her school, Tuburan Institute in Davao, and she earlier she talked about how the Waldorf education sees the child as a whole with reverence. That's what I learned from being a Waldorf mother. No, when you say Waldorf, you also associate that word with Rudolf Steiner. He's an Austrian. Ano nga ba yan, Mia? What's the name of the school that Kate graduated from? Sige nga, mag-German ka.
Fry.
Oo, i-Germanize mo na yon. Mia, go.
Fry. Hochschule.
Hochschule?
Freie Hochschule.
Schule is school.
Yes. What's Fry?
Anong fry?
Free, I guess.
Free, I think, yes.
Not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Freund is friend.
Yeah.
Kasi our English language is Germanic in origin.
I have a question. So the Tuburan, is it, diba you said it's NGO, or is it, do they have to pay, or is it a free education for
the children? Yeah.
Okay.
Good question, Mia. Love
That's
it.
really a good question. I love the question. Well, all Waldorf Waldorf schools all over the world are run independently. So it really depends on maybe I would say the carriers or the community also. So in our situation in Tuburan, we have what we call the contribution scheme. What does it mean? Parents pay based on contribution and capacity.
Parang socialized.
No, it's not even socialized.
Ay, hindi socialized.
Because the socialized fee, what's the difference? The socialized fee is you have actually a fixed tuition fee. Then, people will apply for, you bracket. I mean, it depends on your bracket. In our setup, it's really based on contribution. It's the principle behind is really equity. Not all of us have the same starting point, the same launching pad, the same connection, the same resources. And also because not everyone will have an access, I would say, to a good education. And I know that Waldorf is really a good approach, a good pedagogy. And so the intention also is not just this approach, but also giving children, because for me, the access to a good education is a fundamental right of every Filipino child. And our concern is that's not, as of now, being given to all children. No, it's supposed to be that's the work of our government. So, but that's not the case.
Okay.
And so that was very clear for us when we started the school that, we want an access
So
for all
that
the
doesn't
children.
mean even the farmer or the fisher folk can contribute. Does it have to be money on contribution? O halimbawa,
Yes,
ako, I
there
cannot
is,
afford,
yeah.
I will pay in isda. Like, let's say I will pay alugbate. Is that okay?
Yeah. So this is the thing. We also observe that many of the projects, kasi it's parang we're so in the consciousness of dole out na. And we don't want also to be, na dole out yung maging culture. Kasi it's enabling also things na baka hindi naman talaga sila kailangan ng help, right? So we also have this, sinasabihan din namin yung mga families na we contribute. Kasi lahat naman for sure may financial capacity talaga yan. Kahit piso, right? Kasi we want also people to be responsible and to value education. Otherwise, that's exactly the problem of dole out. Parang, okay, anyway, it's free, right? So, nice but
change.
It's not limited. The thing is, when you say contribution, it's not limited to money.
Okay.
But it's also like if you have, for let's say, time, expertise, resources, diba?
Okay.
And so, that said, pwede ba pag farmer ka or fisherman? So, sa amin, it's really a combination. That's why I said earlier, very diverse group. So, you have really, may doctor, meron naman employee, no? Meron naman driver ng truck, yung mga ganon. So, and then for us, this is really, in the society, that's the reality, right? You don't exist lang na lahat kayo empleyado lang, right? Or lahat kayo business owners lang. So we are already preparing the children how to coexist in a more natural setup when they go out of the society.
Okay, so
It's not,
That's so nice kasi diba sa Philippines, you're either in a public school or in a private school.
Yes.
When you're in a private school, you're treated as, medyo way off ka, diba?
Those who can afford, of course, they have also the circle na ito din, exclusive din siya. So, but that's not how society works. You need people.
Okay.
And we're all interconnected.
So capacity is based on contribution.
Yes. So,
How do you relate that with the story you told me earlier about Rizal's initiative in the Pitan?
Okay.
By the way, Dr. Jose Rizal is 163 years old.
Okay.
I did the math. Walang rhythm yung math ko. I just did the calculator. The number that came up was 163. So, what was that initiative, Kate, that you know about sa the Pitan?
Siguro, if there's a connection to my work and to Rizal's work hundreds plus ago, is his desire to really liberate people.
Liberate people?
Yeah.
Or leverage
of course, he wants people to be free, right?
Okay,
Through his writing and all this. And it's connected to social transformation also,
yes,
right?
for
So that's,
sure.
I think, the connection to my work
For
in
sure,
his
for
his
sure.
work. But one of the Rizal also is very known to what they said, that ang kabataan ay pag-asa ng bayan. So it became now, parang naging cliche na lang. Kasi nga, di ba, where sometimes hindi na natin tinutotoo yung mga dapat talagang gawin. So, but that's still very potent, I would say, and it's true. And Rizal is really a man of initiative. When he was in Dapitan, right, he has initiatives with the farmers.
What did you do?
The irrigation. I mean, he helped people, no, in the farm, and he also he's a doctor, diba?
Okay, yeah.
So these things, it's like, even if he was in prison and he has limitations, he did something for the people there.
Yeah.
And I think this values, and thinking education. I mean, he himself, he went all the way, right? The value. Well, of course, that's
He went
how.
to Germany to study
Yes.
further. Yeah.
So that's how also it also shows what ang mga parents dati, what they value, no, education.
Okay.
And that's something that maybe we should revisit. We should be inspired how education really also, and even up to today, education uplift also lives of people.
Yes,
And,
for sure.
and for me, that's really, they're all connected sila with the values of the Philippines, of Rizal, and what I'm doing now. And
Yeah.
not only me, there are so many people doing also good for environment, for education, and all these stuff.
Right. Mia, yung common thread nating tatlo, we're also graduates of UP. Parang
Yes.
member highlight na din, no, Mia?
Yes.
Kate being a graduate of guidance and counseling. So
Yes.
continuing education. Do you have another
Oh.
question, Miss Mia?
I just
Kate,
want to
okay, go
point
ahead.
out, kasi my UP education,
Aha.
it's really, it ignited something in me.
Okay.
One of the things maybe that why I'm in education, because I didn't love schooling at all. I was sleeping in my classes. And when I went to UP for my master's, there was this, I think, this whole discussion about pedagogy of the oppressed by Paulo Freire. It really, it's like, it awakened me. I mean, it ignited something in me that wow, that's something.
Kaya hindi ka natulog sa school.
Oh, hindi talaga.
She woke
That
up.
was something.
Yeah.
So, and I got it from UP. I will never forget that.
Yeah.
That was an opening for me to look education again, because I almost like no hope in education.
Ano yun, Mia?
She took education.
Ano yan?
She took education.
Ay, nawala.
Wala yung audio?
Yung first word mo.
Sabi ko, and then Kate took education as her degree.
Yes.
Yes.
I took education as my life work.
Oo. Salamat naman sa UP. Oy.
Oh yeah, I really
Oo.
appreciate my UP
Yeah.
education. Super.
But I really love how Germans think, their ingenuity. Diba? Parang everything is well thought of. When I went to Germany, kahit toothpick, na pinag-isipan talaga nila yun.
Oh, galing. Wow. Ay, salamat naman. I'm taking German classes. No?
Yes.
Oo, eins,
They're one of the
zwei.
nicest, for me, they're one of the nicest people.
Oh, they're one of the nicest people.
I
Yes,
also
yes.
experienced that, I would say.
Yeah, you lived in Germany for 2 years,
Yes.
Kate. Yes.
I also.
They just look tough, but they're really, really nice.
They're
gentle.
kind, no?
Yeah.
Oo, sige. Oh, sige. It's now, we have 15 minutes to go. Kate, this is the card. So here in the show, Kate, we do the soul cards ni James Van Prague. Sa na aking camera. Ayan.
Wow.
Chung, chung, chung. Ay, there, over there. Over there. The soul's journey. And the card that you picked, Kuya Yo, are you ready for the card? Here it is, Kate.
Perfect.
Do you want to read it?
Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life.
Yay! Humor!
And nung pumunta tayo dito kanina, right, sa studio,
Yeah.
it was a humorous moment, not just... it was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, yes.
I love this.
Okay. So, humor daw, Mia. Mahilig kami ni Mia sa humor. Humor.
Humor.
Humor. The
But I
lighter
sound
side.
serious, no?
Kasi dapat balan.
Balan
Balance.
lang.
Pag
Balan.
Pag marami balance, pag isa lang balan. Humor daw. So, do you incorporate humor in your classroom, Kate?
I would say the children.
Oh, yeah. Children. Yes.
Ako nakukuha ko talaga sa mga bata.
Aha.
It's like they're really the ones bringing humor to my life.
Yeah.
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 I can be serious. Like,
Of course, Kate. You can be serious.
but of course, you also witness the humor, my humor.
Oh, yes.
that side of me. But yes, in my classes, mostly the children. It's really
That's good. They're allowed to have fun.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
allowed to
what's education if there's no humor?
Oo nga, no. Ikaw ba, Mia, when you were studying, may humor ba sa classroom?
Not all teachers, but some do, yeah. And those are the most interesting teachers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I think, yes, the teachers, but it's important you allow the children to
Yes.
to be in that space.
Yeah.
Sometimes kasi, yes, the teacher is, humorous, pero pag, may mga ganong mag-humor, yung may ganong space na yung mga bata, usually sa time natin, it's like, you stop talking talking about this, or, So I think it's very, very important.
And if the teacher is not humorous, we make fun of them.
I know, right?
Get sleepy.
Ano, Mia?
We get sleepy pag boring.
Oh, calling all teachers. Inject humor in your life una. In your lives muna, the lighter side of life. Tapos bring it to the classroom. And kasi
Yes.
that's part of education. I mean,
It is.
You
This is so nice. It's
Yeah.
really for all educators.
Yeah, I love it. Also for parents.
Yes.
No?
I agree.
Spin a win. She agrees. Anything else? So, do you remember your most humorous teacher? Ako funny. I know a funny teacher.
Not so much.
Humorous.
Remember, I didn't like schooling at all.
Yeah, you fell asleep. Sorry. She was asleep, Mia. Hindi niya, she didn't
No,
know
but
any fun.
I couldn't remember also na may teacher ako na may ganun.
Yeah.
Wala.
Yeah. Ikaw, Mia, do you remember any funny teacher? Happy teacher?
Yeah, diba, I hate math and I hate accounting, but my managerial accounting teacher was it made it interesting, the topic, and I understood it because he was fun.
Yeah.
It made it more digestible.
Oh, correct. That's a very good word. Humor makes life more digestible, including math and geometry and physics. Yes. And so, do you have a quote for us, Mia?
Yes, my quote is from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
Ay, perfect.
No? Beautiful.
Perfect sa topic, no? What do you think of that, Kate?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Change is transformation.
Exactly why I really resonated with the idea that social transformation, its entry point is really education.
Okay. Yeah. Really, education.
Both for children and parents.
Oh, tama. Correct yan, correct. So, my take on that, the quote, education. I would also include not just formal education, but your own. Madaming tao, they would call themselves self-made or self-educated, or like my grandfather, si Lolo Marte. he was only up to grade 6, but he educated himself through the Reader's Digest and Time magazine. Hindi, Life magazine. And that's that he was living in the Philippines, sa Iloilo. But for some reason, he had access to, siguro sa mga second-hand stores, Mia, yung mga Reader's Digest. So the house would be filled with Reader's Digest, and he read. He was a voracious reader. So it transformed him. He learned English through the Reader's Digest. Ang galing, di ba?
You learn through other means also, not just, in school, but the way you live.
Yeah. Educate yourself. Ayan, no? Educate with Kate.
Yeah.
Yes, Kate. Go
There's
ahead.
also one of the, this is because I think this is really, really good.
Closing remarks na.
Di naman.
Oh, closing remarks na.
Closing
kasi.
remarks na. When I was in MIT also, one of our speakers, he also shared about education. Education is one of the main topics. There's this quote.
Ayan, may quote din
And
siya.
his topic was about education for transformation and common good. It's not just, it didn't even speak about, you should have this IQ. It's really for transformation and common good. That's his topic. And then there's this, he quoted John, how do you pronounce his family name? John Dewey?
John Dewey?
Yes, and he said, democracy has to be born anew every generation, and education is its midwife.
Midwife.
I really love this this whole image that education as midwife.
Galing. I love it.
Imagine.
The parang dula.
Imagine, it's like there's something that's about to be born, and you're facilitating it. There's something that's about to emerge, whatever that is, for every child, every generation, and education will facilitate that.
Galing.
But if that's not what our education is doing, it can also be detrimental, right?
Yeah.
Ma-abort.
Ay, ako.
Baka ma-abort ang what is about to emerge.
Pag absent si education. Yes, Mia, you were saying something.
No. I was agreeing with Kate.
Okay. So yun ang ating we wrap it up with would that be your closing remarks, Kate? If you were to mag-elevator speech ka tapos then we close, because I also want to acknowledge really MIT, what it is doing. I mean, not just MIT, Otto Scharmer and Peter Senge, is that the way to pronounce their names?
Yes.
And our fellows from OCCI, the people we knew from
Trail,
OCCI.
actually.
Trail. Anong Trail?
The Rizal. Yes.
The Rizal Academy.
Re-Innovation and Academy for Leadership, something.
Yes, Bel Villavicencio and Bessel Lopez for imprinting in us the core values of Rizal and the Filipino as a whole. The Filipino with integrity, the Filipino with capacities and capabilities to share with the world. So I'm acknowledging them. And we are being recognized by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. You're being invited there. You're a fellow, Kate. So congratulations.
Thank you.
For having earned that. It's an honor for UP as well, for you to be a fellow
Thank
in
you,
MIT. Di ba, Mia, ang galing? Kung taga Nevada siya, member na natin siya, no?
Yes.
Pwede siya mag-president, no? Successor mo, Mia.
Are you based here?
No, I'm based in the Philippines. I just came
Davao
here
siya.
for the MIT sessions.
Yeah. And she visited the Grand Canyon. Okay. And she's coming back. So, sige, mag-closing na tayo. So, see you again, everyone. Mia, do you have other reminders?
Oh, no. That's it. Thank you for educating me about Waldorf education.
Yeah. Tsaka, so stay tuned for Buhayan. Tama ba?
Buhay-bahay.
Buhay-bahay.
Later na, no? Buhay Bahayan at
Buhay Bahayan with Mia and Francis. And they're here. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. So stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying with us.
Thank you very
magbabay ka na,
much.
Kate. Thank you so much.
For having me here. Thanks.
Bye, Mia. Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.